Imagine walking into a museum where history and beauty hang silently on the walls. Now imagine leaving that same museum and realizing that $500 million worth of priceless art has vanished into thin air. No clues, no suspects, and decades of unanswered questions. How does a crime of this magnitude even happen? Who could pull off such a daring heist and leave the world baffled for over 30 years? Welcome to the mystery of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist. A tale of deception, audacity, and a crime that has yet to be solved. Let's start with the scene. It was the early hours of March 18th, 1990, the day after Boston's infamous St. Patrick's Day celebrations. While the city slept off its hangover, two men dressed as police officers approached the side entrance of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. They rang the buzzer and told the security guards inside that they were responding to a disturbance. Here's where things get weird. The museum had strict protocols for after-hours security. Guards were not supposed to open the door for anyone, especially at 1:20 a.m. But on this night they did. Was it a rookie mistake or something more sinister? Moments later, the officers overpowered the guards, tied them up in the basement, and took control of the museum. For the next 81 minutes, the thieves roamed freely, selecting their loot. They didn't just grab everything in sight. Their choices were strange, almost surgical. They targeted 13 specific pieces, including masterpieces by Rembrandt, Vermeer, Manet, and Degas. One of the most valuable pieces stolen was Rembrandt's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, his only known seascape. But here's the kicker. The thieves ignored other, more valuable works. They left behind Michelangelo, Botticelli, and even an ancient Chinese vase. Why? Did they have a shopping list? Were they amateurs who didn't know what they were doing? Or was this some kind of inside job? The total value of the stolen art is estimated at $500 million, making this the largest art heist in history. Among the stolen pieces were The Storm on the Sea of Galilee by Rembrandt, A Lady and Gentleman in Black by Rembrandt, The Concert by Vermeer, one of only 34 known works by the artist, Chez Tortoni by Manet, 5 sketches by Degas, a bronze eagle finial from a Napoleonic flag, an ancient Chinese gu, a type of ritualistic drinking vessel. These weren't just paintings and artifacts. They were pieces of history, irreplaceable and invaluable. But the oddities didn't stop with their choices. The thieves cut some paintings from their frames instead of removing them properly, causing significant damage. Experts believe this indicates they were either in a rush or simply careless. The empty frames still hang in the museum today, a haunting reminder of what was lost. The morning after the heist, the museum staff arrived to find chaos. Paintings were missing, the guards were tied up, and there wasn't a single alarm triggered. The FBI quickly got involved, and the museum offered a $1 million reward, later increased to $10 million, for information leading to the recovery of the artworks. But despite a flurry of tips and leads, nothing substantial emerged. The thieves had left behind no fingerprints, no DNA, no evidence at all. It was as if they had vanished along with the paintings. Over the years, investigators have explored countless theories. Let's dive into some of the most bizarre and intriguing ones. Many believe the heist was orchestrated by the mob. Stolen art is often used as collateral in drug deals or traded in the black market. But why would the mob target specific artworks and not take easier-to-sell pieces? Suspicion has always lingered around the guards on duty that night. One of them, Rick Abath, opened the door for the fake police officers, violating protocol. Later, it was discovered he had a history of leaving the museum's security systems vulnerable. Some theorized that the art was stolen for a wealthy, eccentric collector who wanted the masterpieces for their private enjoyment. This Dr. No theory sounds like something out of a James Bond movie, but stranger things have happened. There are whispers that the paintings were smuggled out of the country, possibly to Europe or the Middle East. Could they be hidden in some remote villa or underground vault? One of the most haunting details of this case is the museum's decision to leave the empty frames on the walls where the stolen paintings once hung. These frames are a powerful symbol, a reminder of the museum's loss and the mystery that continues to haunt the art world. Visitors to the museum often describe an eerie feeling when they see the frames. It's as if the absence of the painting speaks louder than the artwork itself ever could. The empty spaces feel like ghosts of history, taunting us with unanswered questions. The museum's motion detectors recorded the thieves' movements, but oddly, no alarms were triggered. Were the systems tampered with, or was it a coincidence? In 1994, a letter was sent to the museum offering to return the art for a $2.6 million ransom. The letter's author was never identified, and the art was never returned. In 2013, a reputed mobster claimed to know the location of the stolen art. His claims were investigated, but no solid evidence emerged. Isabella Stewart Gardner's will stipulated that the museum's collection remain unchanged. This means that even if the paintings are recovered, they'll be displayed exactly as they were before the heist. In 2021, Netflix released a documentary series called This Is a Robbery that reignited public interest in the case. The series explored theories, suspects, and the broader implications of the heist. It introduced the story to a new generation, ensuring that the mystery remains alive. The museum's reward for information leading to the recovery of the stolen art now stands at $10 million. Think about that for a moment. If you had any clue where the paintings were, you'd be set for life. So, why hasn't anyone come forward? Are the thieves still alive? Is someone hiding a secret too dangerous to reveal? The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist is more than just an unsolved crime. It's a cultural enigma that continues to fascinate people worldwide. Decades have passed since that fateful night in 1990. Yet the intrigue surrounding this case remains as strong as ever. The stolen art, each piece a masterpiece in its own right, represents a significant void in the art world, a hole that cannot be filled until they are recovered. What makes this heist so unforgettable is the sheer audacity and precision with which it was carried out. The thieves not only outsmarted the museum security, but have also managed to outlast countless investigations, private inquiries, and even high-profile documentaries. Theories abound, from mob connections to eccentric private collectors, but the truth remains elusive. The lingering mystery serves as a reminder of how fragile history can be. Artworks that survived centuries, wars, and revolutions were lost in a single night, leaving behind empty frames that silently tell their story. These missing pieces aren't just monetary losses. They're cultural treasures that belong to humanity. As technology advances and new investigative techniques emerge, there's still hope that the stolen art will resurface. But until that day, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist will remain a cautionary tale of loss, intrigue, and the enduring allure of the unsolved. It challenges us to question the nature of greed and the lengths to which people will go to possess something priceless. So, what do you think? Will we ever crack the case of the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist? Or is it destined to remain one of history's greatest mysteries? Share your thoughts, and stay tuned for more true crime tales that keep you guessing long after the story ends. Art isn't just decoration. It's a reflection of who we are and where we come from. The loss of these pieces is a loss for everyone, not just the museum. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist remains one of the most tantalizing mysteries in true crime history. Who were the thieves? Where are the paintings? And will we ever see them again? As you think about this case, ask yourself, how could something so bold, so audacious, go unsolved for so long? Are the answers out there, hidden in plain sight? Or will this be a mystery that endures forever?